tell you a quick story. I got a tap on the shoulder not too long ago. It was my pal coach from 30-something years ago. And you know what he said? I made you everything you are, boy. You know what I mean? And I sit there and said, I looked at him and said, you know what? Not everything. But yeah, there is a piece of me that I got from you.
It was more so us coming back as grown men, families, children, and we all have careers. We came back to say thank you.
My name is Cecil Landon, and I was one of the coaches, one of the original coaches of the Tioga Hawks. Well, when I came up as a small kid in North Philadelphia, I was without a father, and I had a gentleman by the name of Mr. Davis brought me up, so I thought it was good for me to reach back and bring up some of the kids from this neighborhood.
Because if it wasn't for the ball Hawks, I probably wouldn't have went to college. But what happened, I happened to be playing with the ball Hawks, and we were playing in the Zion League, and we used to win the championship every year. And one of the guys that we played against in the championship happened to be a Cheney alum. Right. And what happened, he said, man, you need to go to school.
There's really a couple things we want to do. One, we want to connect with everybody here because we want to form a network to continue to be able to help the guys behind us. The young guys that are playing ball today realize it just didn't start 2 or 3 years ago. We want to be able to connect them with the history of Tioga because we got so much talent that came out of this region. And not just because of sports.
It's so important, man. I mean, you know, working in this community, understanding this community, we got a lot of issues, a lot of violent issues, a lot of young people who need some new direction.
Listen, the news media ain't gonna come out here today. I can have a shooting right down the street and they'll be all over. When it bleeds, it leads.
And so stuff like this, man, you just can't really understand it until you really see it involved. Until later on you get the young people come down here and say, hey, coach.
4 years ago, this is a vibrant league where you had players playing for as many as 8 teams.
It's a great feeling just to see the old coaches that's taught.
Got them when they was 9 and 10 and took them all the way up until they couldn't play no more. Because when they're involved with this, they're involved with the community. They want the community to come out, so they got to do those things to the community.
When I first originally put the first team out here, I watched this thing being built. Because I was the barber directly across the street when it was built. And I put the first team out here to see what's going on now as the other guys took the torch and ran with it. A lot of guys go to college. I've seen them grow up to be husbands. I've seen a lot of them grow up to be just honest guys. This is like the Tioga alumni, which is bringing guys together from 40 years ago up to now, up to the present.
But we want to make it within our group, be able to groom younger guys to step up and be able to do stuff like this.
Nice to see that the older guys are still communicating with the young people, trying to get them to do something positive.
I've stayed down here, and baseball has been here as we've known it for 7 years. Jimmy and I met about a month ago, and this idea came about. Started on Facebook. We started a conversation right here on this field. It went to Facebook, and this is the result. Okay, so it's something that we all wanted, and nobody ever did it. You know, when I look out here and I see the guys that's out here, you would think we had planned this for a couple months. This thing has taken off within a month's time.
You know, all too often we kind of walk away from this process thinking it's over. And I constantly tell people this is a marathon. You know, the academics want to come here and tell us how to run our community. They think that they know all of the things that are right and wrong in our communities and how we should go about doing this. But the reality is, we know how to get our community straight. We've learned that over the years how to do this right. See, sports teaches us what? Honor, discipline, respect, integrity, how to lose. You got everybody get an award now. How to lose. People don't understand how important it is. I'm serious. It's like how to lose. And what does that mean to channel that back into trying to win again?
Without that, they don't get the competition. They don't get togetherness, they don't get the teamwork, they don't get those type of experiences. And that's very important for development in a young person.
You know, this was a reunion, but it was really a reunion that we invited our old coaches back so that we can actually thank them for the work that they put into us, because we never really got a chance to thank them. You can think about years ago when I lived in the neighborhood and I just came out of my house and walked over to this baseball field, and when I got here there was already a league. They didn't ask me for any money to join. They didn't ask my parents, if they had the money. They just said, look, get your parents' permission that you can play, and you play.